Don't skip this video. Keep watching till the last because these 10 questions are really important. If I will tell you, these questions you will come across when you are giving an exam. Hello everyone, welcome back to our Aritika Vision. So today we have brought for you 10 possible questions that you will come across. So my dear students, I have already told you we are continuing the videos on ratio chapter. So today we have brought for you 10 important questions. So here the first question. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio 3:7:8. Find the greatest and smallest angle. So before going to the triangle part, first of all, how many sides of a triangle are having? 3 sides, right? The perimeter is the additions of the 3 sides, and triangle has also 3 angles, and the addition or the sum of these 3 angles is 180 degree. If it is an equilateral triangle, so then all the angles would be 60 degree. But if it is a right angle triangle, one angle must be 90 degree, then other 2 angles would be acute. Then similarly, a scalene angle triangle, all the angles must be different to each other. Now, coming to the ratio part. So, whatever in the question given, we have to write it down. So, sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. The ratio given here 3:7:8. So 3:7:8 we can write it as 3x, 7x and 8x. As per the question, 3x plus 7x plus 8x equals to 180 degree. So now all the numbers you added. 3 plus 7, 10 plus 8, 18. 18x equals to 180. Now x, here 18 is multiplied. In the opposite side, it will be divided. So 180 divided by 18 is 10. So now we got the value of x, that is 10. Now we will put the value of x to each part of the ratio. First, second, third. So now 3x, here x is multiplied to 3. So 3 into 10, 30. Similarly, 7x, 7 into 10, 70. Now 8x, 8 into 10, 80. Now students, you just cross check it. All these angles addition would be 180 degree. Yes or no? 30 plus 70, 100 and 80, 180. So our answer is correct. Now it has given find the greatest angle. Among these, which one is the greatest angle, students? Yes, 80 degree, this one. And the smallest one is 30. So the ratio of the 3 numbers is 3:4:5. First part, second part, third part, we will take it as 3x:4x 5x. And it has given the sum of their squares is 1250. That means 3x square plus 4x square plus 5x square 1250. Now 3x square means 9x square, 16x square and 25x square is 1250. Now everything you added, 16 plus 9, 25 plus 25, 50. 50x square is 1250. Now take 50 to opposite direction, that is 1250 divided by 50, 25. Now here it is square given, in another side it would be root over. So x equals to 25's root over, that is 5. Now we have got the value of x. Now we will put it in every part as we have done before. It has given find out the sum of the numbers. So 3x would be 3 into 5, 15. 4x would be 4 into 5, 20. And 5x would be 5 into 5, 25. And then you have to add all these numbers. 60 is the answer. So the sum of the numbers is 60. It's so easy, right? If we understood the concept well, whatever the question will be there in the question paper, we will feel confident to solve it. So students, in the question it has given divide 268 into 2 parts in the ratio, this one and this one. So in the question you can see the ratio is given in the fraction. So from the fraction we have to convert it into whole numbers. So how we are doing that? In the previous video, how we have done that? We have taken the LCM of the denominators. So you can see here the fraction it has given in a mixed fraction. So given 2 whole 1 by 3 is to 3 whole 1 by 4, that is 7 by 3 is to 13 by 4. Now we will take the LCM of the consequence 3 and 4, that is 12. LCM of the denominators we got 12. Whatever the LCM answer we got, we will multiply to the first part and to the second part to make it into whole number. So 7 by 3 into 12, 13 by 4 into 12. Now 3 4s are 4 3s are. So 28 is to 39. Here the answer has not end yet. We just have converted the fraction to whole number. Now the new ratio is 28 is to 39. So the total part of the ratio is, so 28 plus 39, 67. We got the total part of the ratio. Now we will find out the first part and the second part. How we will find it out? The first ratio divided by the total part of the ratio into the total number. The first ratio divided by the total part of the ratio into the total number 268, and the second part similar way 39, that is the second one, divided by total part of the ratio, that is 67, into total number, that is the 268, because it has given this 268 must be divided into two parts, right? 7 4ja, that is 112. Here also 67 4ja 268. So 39 4ja 156. Now when we will divide this 268 into two parts in the ratio 28 is to 39, answer would be one is 112, another is 156. If you want to cross check it, you can add these two numbers, answer will got as similar to 268. Okay. Are you getting scared by seeing these long questions? Don't worry. Here I am going to explain. So salaries of Rabbi and Sumit. There are two friends. One is Rabbi and another is Sumit. Rabbi and Sumit's salary are in the ratio 2 is to 3. That means 2 is to 3 means 2x is to 3x. If the salary of each, so this is Rabbi's salary, this is Sumit's salary. Rabbi's and Sumit's salary will be increased by 4,000 ratio. So we will write like this way: 2x plus 4,000, 3x plus 4,000. That is what it has given. Each of salaries has increased. So that is why we have added. If it would be decreased, then we must have subtracted. So 2x plus 4,000, 3x plus 4,000 will be in the ratio. The new ratio becomes 40 is to 57. That means 40 divided by 57. Now students, we will cross multiply. Students, you can see we have cross multiplication here. So 57 multiplied by 2x plus 4,000 and 40 multiplied by 3x plus 4,000. So after simplifying this, we got the value of x is 11,333.3. It will get as an approximate value. So Sumit's present salary is how much? 3x plus 4,000. That means what the value of x here? 11,333.33 something. So now we will multiply here to find out Sumit's present salary, that is 3 into 11,333.3 plus 4,000. So now 33,999.99 plus 4,000. Here we will take the approximate value. We will round it off. So now answer is 34,000 plus 4,000 equals to 38,000. So Sumit's present salary is 38,000. Let's divide 99 parts in the ratio 2 is to 4 is to 5. So given ratio 2 is to 4 is to 5, we will assume it as 2x, 4x, 5x. Now total part of the ratio, so 2x plus 4x plus 5x. So total part of the ratio is 11x. Now we have to find out the first part, second part, third part. So first part, how we will find out? First ratio divided by total part of the ratio into the whole quantity. Similarly, second part would be second ratio divided by total part of the ratio into whole quantity. Similar way, third part of the ratio, third ratio divided by total part of the ratio into whole quantity. 9, 9, 9. So answer is here XX ignored. So 18. Here 4 9 ja 36. Here is 45. So first part is 18. Second part is 36. Third part is 45. If we will add this 3 quantity, the answer will be same as the whole quantity, that is 99. Students, the question is given. The total weight of the mixture, that is A and B's total weight is 50 kg given. If A and B are mixed in the ratio 3 is to 7, that means 3x plus 7x is the total weight is 50. Okay, so we have to find out the quantity of B only. We don't have to find out the A. So we need to find out the B. So 3x plus 7x equals to 10x. So after that, whatever the question is asking you, either first part or second part, only that part you will focus. Here in the question it has given, I have to find out the B's part only. So what is my B part? That is 7x. So 7x divided by total part of the ratio into the whole quantity. What is my whole quantity here? 50. So x ignored, 0 ignored. So 7 5s are 35. So in this question, the quantity of B is 35 kg. So if there is another question will be given to you, find out A's answer also. If my total weight is 50 and we have find out B's quantity is 35, how we will get to know the A's quantity? We will simply subtract it. 50 minus 35, that is 15, right? Next question is student, the student-teacher ratio. Student-teacher ratio in a school, it is given 45/2 if there are 4050 students. So this is my student and teacher ratio. So in front of the students ratio, I will write the value. That is 4050 students are already there. We have to find out the teacher's ratio. So put it as x. Now cross multiply 45x equals to 2 into 4050. Now x equals to, here it has multiplied and it would be subtracted here. So if we will cut 45 to 4050, the answer would be 90. Now 2 into 90 is 180. So that means 180 teachers are there in the school. It is an interesting question which is in front of you all. The ratio of the incomes A and B is 5:4. Income of A and B, that is 5:4. So 5x is to 4x. And their expenditure, take another variable here, that is 3:2. Let it as 3y:2y. At the end of the year, each, that means A and B, saves 1600 rupees. So students, how we will calculate the saving amount? How much we are getting as a salary, as a income, from those amount, how much we are doing expenditure. If we will subtract, then we will get the savings amount, right? So we will subtract here. So this is A's and this is B's. So 5x minus 3y is 1600 rupees because this much they are saving. That is equation 1. And 4x minus 2y equals to 1600. That is equation number 2. Now we will solving this equation by see 3y and 2y is two different variables are there. We have to make it equal any one of the variable. So here this 3 and 2 is here. I will multiply by equation 1 by 2. And here equation 2 by 3. Why? Because 3y if multiplied by 2 it would be 6y and 2 multiplied by 3 it would be also 6y. So now the new equation would be 10x minus 6y equals to 2200 and here 12x minus 6y equals to 4800. Now different sign, whatever plus it would be minus, here minus it would be plus, here plus it would be minus. So minus 2x minus 6y plus 6y is actually related to linear equation. So minus 6y plus 6y cancelled. So minus 2x equals to minus 16,000. Minus and minus, if two signs are there in opposite direction equal, so automatically it would be cancelled. So now x equals to 300 divided by 2, that is 800. Got the value of x. So now the income of A is 5x. 5 into 800, that is 4,000. That is the income of A. This type of question also you may come across. Increase 342 in the ratio 3:4. So whenever the quantity is given increased, so we have to this 3:4. This one is A and this one is B. If B is greater than A, then whenever we are calculating this 3/4 or 3:4, it will be reversed. It's actually 3:4 means 3/4, right? So whenever we are calculating the new quantity, the ratio will be reversed. That means 4/3 into the given quantity, that is 342. So now if we will cut it, so answer will be 140 and the new answer will be 456. So this is the rule, we have to remember that. This is the last question, everyone. Do watch this one. Decrease 575 in the ratio 5:2. Now, in the question, if it is given decrease the amount, we have to see the ratio. Check the ratio over here. 5:2. The first ratio, if it is greater than the second part, if the antecedent is greater than the consequent, then while we will calculate, it would be again reversed as the increased amount. Like in the increased question, we will reverse the ratio and into the given quantity. That means here 5:2 is given, that means 5/2, it would be reversed. That means 2/5 into the given quantity is 575. The answer is 230. So you just have to remember the ratio is about increased, then B must be the greater than A. If it is decreased, A must be greater than B. Hope you all understood all the important solved questions of chapter ratio. See these kind of interesting mathematical videos, do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Keep practicing, keep watching our channel. Aditrika Visual.